All right, party people. I'm already knowing. But let me explain a few things to you. Let me start here by saying summer is over. Summer reading is done. And I needed 2 weeks. I needed 2 weeks to get myself together because I was overstimulated. I was done. But I'm back and I'm better. And not only am I better, I've been reading about 2 to 3 books a week. That's how you know. Like, my time management is back because I don't have such an influx of work to do. If you are new here, my name is Michaela. I go by Black Librarian on all platforms. I'm a librarian in the Bay Area. This is my channel where I talk about being a librarian, working, reading, and just life in general, because don't it be life in anyway? If you are new here, be sure to like, subscribe, all that good stuff so that you can see what's going on here, because I usually do a weekly read and all that jazz. But let's get into it. We're in a library because, like I said, since I've been gone, I've gotten a few reads. Now, I believe last time I saw y'all, I wasn't really decisive on what I was going to be reading. Now, Braircliff Prep and Braircliff Prep Sophomore year. Now, I've been in my YA bag heavy for obvious reasons. Being a YA librarian, you're going to read this stuff. So when kids are like, oh, what should I read? This is what you need to read, baby. A historically Black boarding school where a family goes every year. There is Avi and her sister, her brothers. It's been a minute since I read this book. And you know when you read a book and you be like, wait a minute, so let me pull my mind in and do like a little That's So Raven moment. Anyway, now, Bella's her sister, her older sister, who's going to be guiding her on her journey here. She meets her boyfriend and she kind of feels a little bit weird about it because he's really aggressive, gives a very good boy persona and all that, but Avi can see through that. She notices changes in her sister. She's not wearing her hair curly, things like that. He's very controlling and abusive. She has to find a way to help her sister by not only keeping her secret from all her parents and everyone else, but trying to get her to actually leave him because she's so in love and she's so in denial and things get a little bit out of hand. So that's book one. So good. So fulfilling. Like, Avi's just trying to live her own life and find her own love. Can't even do that because she's focusing on her sister. Now, we get to book two, and it's Avi's sophomore year. So she deals with everything with her sister. She's moving on to her own stuff. Isn't it crazy how you can move on from one particular event that's super stressful, move into another one, and it's giving you anxiety. Anxiety is trying Avi to the point where she doesn't know what to do. She's stressing herself out. Like, it's a lot. It's a lot. Very, very anxious as she tries to keep it all together, try to figure out her new sophomore year, try to recapture the love that she may or may not have lost anyway. That's number two. So this duo, without telling too much, because it's kind of hard because I want to tell you about part one more in detail and then give you more about part two, but this duo, I hope that she continues and does a junior and senior year, because I feel like we get a lot of good themes from these books about being in relationships that are toxic and dealing with anxiety, taking medication for anxiety, and coping when things aren't perfect. So those were good. Those were great. And you know, I was in the YA bag. Immediately switched. Curvy Girl Summer. This was the first buddy read that I had done ever, and when I say this is it, honey. It was giving steam. It was giving us Black woman about to be 30 years old. Aaliyah is being pressured to find a man because she doesn't have one. Her family's like, where's your man? Where's this? Where's that? The pressures of everyone in your family being married in their 20s, but you're about to turn 30, and that's not where we are now, and thank goodness for that. She meets Ahmed, who is a bartender at a bar she's going to on these dates. He's helping her navigate it. They create this friendship that turns into more. It gets a lot steamier, and she may have found her match by not even looking, just by being herself and finding what she was finding after all. Just a good book about not settling. That's why I love romance in general. I feel like it always teaches us not to settle, and that there's always someone willing to do the work. Am I right? Am I right? Now, I am reading currently How to Catch a Queen. I'm in like the last chapter, and Shanu and Shandi are so cute. They're in an arranged marriage that happened on this like royal site where kings are looking for wives, and his counsel gets her, and he's really angry. His father's dying. He doesn't want to be king. He doesn't want to be royalty. He doesn't want to have all this like authority. He just wants to live, and ends up falling in love, because I feel like that's how it goes. When you don't want love, it just sneaks up and just snatches you. So a very good read so far. And I love Alyssa Cole. Like, I didn't know she did romance like this. I was like, I'm not very familiar with her romance game, but like no one is watching. In her other book, I'm going to put them both right here, were excellent reads. So if you want to see her other sides outside of romance, those are good reads as well. What I'm reading next, because now, you remember I was talking about Curvy Girl Summer, right? Okay. This is Plus Size Player. Shout out to my mom, by the way, because she went to the library to get this in her area so that I could have this to read. So this is the second installment. Aaliyah's friend Nina is going to get her romance story. I don't really know much about it because, like I said, I was reading How to Catch a Queen. So when I read this, it's going to be awesome because it was so much steam. Look at it, it's thick, honey. I'm so excited. Like, I love when authors know to like drop that book. Like, you know, when you really like an artist and you want them to drop that album, drop that album. And speaking of albums, we haven't done a song of the week in so long. Song of the week is Ring, Ring, Ring by Tyler, the Creator. Hello. Because if you don't know, I love me some Tyler, the Creator. I saw him a few years back, and I honestly really want to go to Camp Flogna to see him like do this whole break the glass. And another song of the week, I have to do two, because Metro Boomin, get it? What is it? Take me through that. Take me through that. I can't think of it. Let me do that. Something like that. Anyway, Tyler, the Creator's Ring 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 is song of the week. That was a lot. I feel like I kind of rushed it, but what can I say? I've missed you all. It's doing disrespectful. I've been gone too long. Like, nah. But yes, I'm back. I'm better. Work's been good. Programs are at a standstill until September. So the reading game, I'm only 2 books behind being on track for my 50-year read. Anyway, just popped in to say hello. Hope you're all doing well. Hope you have an amazing rest of your week. We're blessed. Love y'all. Peace. Thanks for watching.